Okay, I'll start the video.
Oh, there we go.
Connectra creates opportunities for people living with disabilities by providing information, resources, and programming geared towards greater inclusion and quality of life. Check out some of the programs we offer through our online learning platform, Connect Together, including our Service Mondays, where we highlight a local organization or initiative, Wednesday Chair Yoga with Bobbie Seale-Cobiskey, Thursday Adapted Fitness with Megan Williamson, Friday Rotating Dance Classes hosted by Janice Lawrence and Joanne Cuff, and other initiatives including presentations by the Disabled Independent Gardeners Association's Growable program and our Perspective series. Check out our updated programs calendar on our website, connectra.org, or find us on Facebook at Connectra Society.
Okay, Bobbie, you can start.
Thank you, Kausar. So good afternoon, everyone. And actually, I'm just going to move into the iPad and put myself on gallery. Otherwise, I only see myself in the screen. And so welcome everyone to your seated adaptive yoga practice. And so an invitation, as always, to begin by finding a comfortable sitting position. Sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. And so it can be challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our bodies. And then when you're ready, an invitation to just roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Relax your arms by your side or on your lap, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And so today I thought I would share just a little quote from a book called Embers by Richard Wagamese, One Ojibwe's Meditations. And simply it says, I am a traveler on a sacred journey through this one shining day. And so I'll repeat it one more time. I am a traveler on the sacred journey on this one shining day. And so an invitation to take your hands to your heart center. So it might be palms open or palms together. If this place for your hands makes you lose your balance, choose another placement for your hands. So a gentle reminder that we never forfeit balance to commit to a pose or movement. As ready, lift your heart to your hands, bow your head to your heart. And an invitation to take a moment to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. So setting aside whatever was going on for you before the yoga practice for the duration, knowing that you can come back to that after class. And then as ready, gradually blink your eyes open, relax your arms by your side, and then shake your hands. And so I'm going to reach my hands up fairly high so that you can see my hands. However, that said, if you have a heart condition, invitation to keep your arms lower. And so alternatively, if you'd like, reaching up to the sky so we can imagine that we're waving to our ancestors, past, present, and future. And then coming forward a little, wave into our ancestors. And reaching up And so I always love to share the story about the woman who was in my class for a few years, who lived to be well over 100 years old. We were doing this lovely practice one day. She said, I feel like my ancestors are waving back. And just like you're shaking water off your hands, let your arms float down by your side. And then reaching up one more time as high as feels comfortable for you. And this time on your exhale, as you lower your arms, make an audible sound. So it might be a big yawn or pause sound. Ah. Woo-hoo. It's yoga time. And so I really would like to take this opportunity to wish you all happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all that jazz. And on the West Coast here, we've had some pretty snowy days. And so it's really lovely that we have this opportunity to meet online and do our yoga practice. And so I like to think of the yoga practice as India's gift to the world. And so when you're ready now, an invitation to find a place where you are supporting your own spine, if possible. Come away from the back of the chair now so that you feel you're sitting forward on your sits bones. Roll your shoulders back and down. Relax your arms by your side or wherever feels most comfortable for you. Feel free to close your eyes here if you'd like. And so maybe taking a moment to notice your alignment, knees, ankles, shoulders stacked over hips. And so allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Our chin is level with the floor, tucked in slightly. Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Our attention moves inward. So notice your breath. And so maybe noticing that as we inhale, our belly expands. On exhale, belly contracts or moves in. So if you'd like, if it's available to you, place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your chest, and maybe notice the pattern of movement of your breath between your upper torso and your belly. And then see if you can begin to extend your breath. When we extend our breath, it engages a relaxation response, allowing us to let go of holding, stress, and tension. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And now see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you might imagine that you just tasted something delicious. Or if you have a fur baby, a fur kid, you might imagine that you're petting your fur kid. And see if you can bring that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are tight or knotted. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And just for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable, keeping a simple breathing technique flowing. And it's challenging to focus on the breath, an invitation to explore bringing your awareness to the sounds around you. sound is always in the present moment. So I can hear the sound of my bunny rabbit chewing his Timothy hay. You can hear the whoosh of a car that just passed in front of our cabin. Maybe noticing the gentle tone of my voice and in a loving way, bring your awareness back to your breath. So our old friend, our breath. And so when you're ready, allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm, maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And drop your chin towards your chest and gradually blink your eyes. And so you might have noticed a subtle shift in your energy. And so anytime we practice these simple breathing techniques, in a way it acts like a bridge between our body and our mind. And so for me, for years, often it felt when I did the breath awareness practices, like I was coming home to self. And so arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, shake your hands vigorously. So a little more vigorous this time. Get a little bum dance in there. Woohoo. Okay. All right. So let's repose. So make sure you ground through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. So we want to keep our connection with Mother Earth. And we tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones. Notice where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Our Buddha belly is soft, spine is long, shoulders back and down. Lift up through the crown of your head. So you might imagine you have a thread on top of your head pulling you up to the sky. Our chin is level with the floor, tucked in slightly. And so from here, we'll come into a practice called palming. So an invitation to rub your palms together. Energize your hands, warm up your hands. And then just taking your hands apart a little, you might notice a bit of warmth or heat between your hands. And then rub your palms together again. This time as you're rubbing your hands together, I'd like you to notice where in your body you are holding stress or tension. And see if you can bring some of that loving heart energy from your hands to that place. And so open to receive. And rub your hands together again. This time as you're rubbing your hands together, think of a new place. You need a little extra love or attention and take your hands there. Okay. Yeah. So lovely to see some of you in person today. I can see some smiles. So smiles are contagious. And so I'm going to encourage you during your yoga practice today to move with your breath. And so when we move with our breath, magical things happen. And so from here, I'd like to transition into a practice called toning. And so I love exploring using sound as a way to minimize pain. And so today we'll do a practice called toning. And in addition to sounding, using our voice, we may practice some gentle movements with the sound. So the sounds are A, O, and M. And so when you're ready, sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. On inhale, reach your arm up to the sky. And then on your exhale, making the sound A. A. And other side, reaching up. This time, letter O. O. So I want you to notice if you feel a vibration in your body and the lovely space around you. And this time we'll reach both arms up to the sky. And exhale, M. So let's practice one more time on each side. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Letter A. Other side, inhale. O. Inhale. Letter M. M. So, excuse me. My husband is in the corner rehabbing from a full knee replacement. So a little bit of a distraction, but I'll try not to let it get to me. So let's repose. So shoulders back and down just a few times. Shake it. So let's release some of the tension in our neck and shoulders. I think today we're going to start with a bit of face yoga. And so we hold a lot of tension in our face. And so we're going to make some nasty faces. So let's begin by opening our mouth wide. And relax. So open your mouth wide again. This time I want you to see if you can bring your lips over your teeth. And relax. This time we're going to pull all our facial muscles towards our nose. Just put into 11. And relax. When you're ready, make a soft fist, bring it up to your jaw. And create resistance. So we hold a lot of tension in our jaw, often bringing that in from one day to the next. And switch sides. Make a soft fist, bring it up to your third eye. So a lot of conversations about what is the third eye, where is it? So simply, it's just the front part of our brain, the center of your forehead. And so when we put gentle pressure here, it is calming for the nervous system. And then when you're ready, if you'd like, and it's available to you, take your hand up to the side of your head and again, create resistance. If you're blessed with a yoga buddy, the yoga buddy can, with your guidance, place your hands wherever you'd like. And other side. And when you're ready, you interlace your fingers at the base of your skull and then gently press your head against your hands. So if you have a headrest, you might press your head gently against your headrest. And release. Shake. Okay. So let us bring our chin gently towards our chest. And then looking up, so gentle movements, when your eyes meet where the ceiling meets the wall. So the moment we begin these gentle movements, it is a cue for our nervous system to become more balanced. And then as ready, bring your chin back to neutral and then drop your ear towards your shoulder and move it from side to side. As ready, head comes back to neutral. Turn a soft gaze, looking just past your shoulder. Pause. Visualize moving your chin up and down slightly. Imagination is powerful. As ready, move your head back through center. Turn a soft gaze, looking just past your opposite shoulder. Pause. Visualize moving your chin up and down slightly. As ready, bring your head back to neutral. Okay, so from here, possible, I'd like you to bring your hands up to your scalp and imagine that you're shampooing your hair. And so if you know you're holding tension in your jaw, if you can massage just above your ears, this can help release some of the tension in our jaw. So a little bit of Indian head massage. Nice. And then maybe smooth your hair up and come back sitting nicely. So when you're ready, reach your arm up. And I'd like you to tap from your hand up to your shoulder. So we're gonna touch or go through the meridians, acupressure points, and then tap down along your arm. And other side, tap up, tap down. When you're ready, reach across. If you can come just down below your ear, tap from just below your ear to your shoulder. And then reach back and give yourself a pat on the back. And then other side. Tap down to your shoulder. Reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. Nice. And then when you're ready, so this is a new piece that I learned recently from a friend. It's lovely. So if you place your hands one on the other at the top of your rib cage, and then you move clockwise, this engages the parasympathetic nervous system, so it's calming. So a soft Buddha belly. So not an easy place to get to in our culture, right? So we're all going a million miles an hour, especially this time of year. So. And then when you're ready, take your hands, if you can, to your lower back. And so if you can't reach back there, I want you to imagine that I'm massaging your lower back. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Maybe reach up a little higher if possible. Send your kidneys and adrenal glands some love. And then when you're ready, sweep your hands forward. So inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. So now let's sweep along our thighs, our knees. So wherever you can reach comfortably. Maybe your shins, maybe you're able to reach down to your feet and sweep back up. And one more time, sweeping down along our thighs, our knees, shins, wherever you can reach comfortably. And sweep back up. When you're ready, bring your hands so that they're facing each other, a little bit apart. Close your eyes softly, and you might notice subtle sensations. And then you move your hands a little further apart and closer together. And turn your palms face up, reaching up to the sky. So maybe feeling a lightness. And then palms face down, a grounding sensation. When you're ready, spiral your palm open, gazing past your middle finger. This time reach up to the side, palm face down. Other side, spiral your palm open, soft bend in your elbow, reaching up to the sky, palm face down. Arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, take your hands to your heart center, reach up to the sky. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through. Arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, take your hands to your heart center, reach up to the sky, so gentle back arch, bend from your shoulders, hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. Take a moment. You might feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. So a little shake out again. So let's repose. Make sure your feet are placed evenly on your footrests or on the floor. Sits bones are sharp on the chair, spine is long, shoulders back and down. Lift up through the crown of your head. So imagine that beautiful thread pulling you up to the sky. Our chin is level with the floor, tucked inside. And so we've moved our cervical spine through its range of motion. Now let's move down along our spine. And so with your hands resting on your thighs, as you draw your hands in towards your hips, arch your back. On exhales, you slide your hands towards your knees, round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. So inhale, arch, lift your heart, lift your throat. On exhale, round your back. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. So this is cat and cow, gentle warm up for your spine. And so move in a way that feels natural for you. So natural that your movements and your breath become one. And then it's ready, come on back to neutral spine. Take a moment. And so from here, I'd like you to reach a hand towards the floor. So you might hold on to the opposite side of your chair and then move from side to side. So our shoulder is stacked over shoulder. And it might feel good to inhale to one side, exhale to the other. And so whatever breathing pattern feels natural for you. And come on back to neutral spine. Rest your hands on your lap, take a moment. And from here, we'll come into a gentle twist. So drawing your hands, slide your hands in towards your hips as you twist gently from side to side. So you might notice that the hands naturally slide into our hips. And so this is a gentle twist. We're not going to our full range of motion. As you're ready, come on back to a neutral spine. Take a moment and then tap your fingers. And then maybe exploring moving from your pinkies to your thumbs. And then how about an air piano? And turn your palms face up. And so take your fingertips to touch your thumbs. So they might touch, they might not. And then stretch your palms. So as long as we're moving in that direction, we're engaging all the little muscles in our hands. Stretch your palms, fingertips to your thumbs. And now I'd like you to circle your wrists in one direction. So practicing mindful movement, slowing the movements down. Maybe taking a look at your hands. And so our hands are connected not only to our heart, but to our mind as well. And so hands, wrists, arms speak to what we imagine we'd like to give and receive. And so now I'd like you to imagine that you're moving your hands through water. And if it's helpful, you can imagine the ocean. So those lovely waves moving in and out. So moving our hands through water. And then when you're ready, slowly come on back to stillness. Rest your arms by your side or wherever feels most comfortable for you. And then an invitation to close your eyes softly and to take a moment to reflect on the movement that we just practiced. And so moving on, I'd like to invite you to take your hands in towards your hips. So you might have open palms, soft fists if you have pain in your wrist or thumb. Or you can hold on to the underside of your chair. So really making sure that if you know balance is a challenge for you, that you have what you need to keep you stable in your chair. So have whatever device you need. And so from here, let's come into a movement I like to call stirring the pot. So circle your heart forward and then circle back. And so we're warming up our hips or lower back. And so it might be micro movements, visualizing the movements, focusing on what we can do. And so your circles might be bigger, larger, or smaller than mine. So we all move in our own time and rhythm. And as you begin to feel your hips soften and release, see if you can go a little bit deeper. And so shoulders move towards our knees. Of course, we're not coming all the way down. And then as ready, reverse the direction. So bring a gentle awareness to the space in front of you. Bring your awareness to the space beside you. Notice how that makes you feel. Bring your awareness to the space above you, and especially to the space behind you. And an invitation to trust, so moving away from me to we, that we are being supported. And slowly make your way back to stillness. And take a moment, notice how you feel. Notice any subtle sensations. So can you name the sensation? Is it energy, tingling, heat, maybe it's fatigue? So introception, tuning in. So from here, I'd like to, before we move into a practice called sun breath and sun salutation, which is energizing and heating, I'd like to practice a breathing exercise called breath of joy. And so the way breath of joy is practiced, many of you are familiar with it, it's energizing and heating. And so breath of joy is an inhale through your nose unless you're congested. So if you're congested, breathe in whatever way you can. So it's 3 sniffs in through our nose. And then a big exhale. And so we can add arm movements to the breath. And so I want you to make sure that you don't have anything nearby that you can whack your arms and hands on. So we're going to start with our arms in front, out to the side, and then in front again. So here we go. Inhale, 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 and drop. 2 more rounds. Breath of joy. Inhale, 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 and drop. Oh, 1 more time. Inhale, 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 and awesome. Let's shake up. All right. Actually, I just had a thought. I think before we come into sun breath, let's do a shoulder opener. So this is called eagle pose, of course, modified. And so I'd like you to bend your elbows, palms face each other, reach across, cup your elbow, draw your elbow or your arm in towards the midline. Let that same shoulder soften away from your ear. If you'd like, breathing in, reach up a little higher. So eagle pose. Imagine that beautiful eagle high up in a tree. And release. And shake it. Other side. Bend your elbows, palms face each other, cup your elbow. Throw your arm in towards the midline. Let your shoulders soften away from your ear. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Eagle pose. Are you breathing? And release. Yes. Okay, we'll shake it. All right. So let's go into sun breath. Take your hands to your heart center. So it might be at your chest or maybe your Buddha belly if that feels better. On an inhale, extend your arms up and away. So I feel good with my arms just a little lower than my shoulders. Yours might feel better up higher and lower. And then make soft fists as you draw your hands back to your heart. So making soft fists can help if you have arthritis in your hands. And so inhale, extend up and away. And so in your own time and rhythm, keeping this gentle heart opener flowing. And if you'd like, imagine the sun at your heart center. And on your inhales, as you extend your arms up and away, imagine the radiant light of the sun radiating out all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. So it's a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. This time on your exhale, making a humming sound. So bumblebee breath. Inhale. So you might notice the bumblebee breath lengthens our exhale. Inhale. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And take a moment to maybe feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And release. We'll shake everything. Okay. So here we go. Sun salutation. And so when you're ready, come into mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky, gentle back arch. Take a look between your palms if it doesn't create tension in your neck. Notice if they're facing each other, then return your gaze on the horizon. Hinging from the hips, come forward with a flat back. So take hold of the underside of your chair, tuck your chin in slightly. Downward facing dog. Rest your forearms on your lap. Push down through your inner heels, so it might be an energetic pushing down. Baby cobra, place your hands on your lap, draw your elbows in towards your torso. So lift your heart, lift your throat, lift up through the crown of your head. Cat and cow, as you slide your hands towards your knees, round your back, draw your navel in towards your spine, chin in. So one more round of cat and cow. Inhale, arch. Lift your heart, lift your throat. On exhale, round your back as you slide your hands towards your knees, draw your navel in towards your spine. So moving with your breath, come back to neutral spine. From here, we'll come into warrior one. So you might be visualizing this movement. Alternatively, if possible, tuck your toes under the front of your chair. Reach your opposite arm up to the sky. So elbow can be bent, palm face forward. Warrior one. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Come forward with a flat back, forward fold. Scoop up that beautiful radiant light from the sun. And this time, maybe our hands come together in prayer, and I'd like you to visualize a waterfall. So bowing our head towards our heart gives us a little nerve flossing for our neck. So let's practice one more round. Come into mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky, gentle back arch. Hinging from the hips, come into a forward fold. So you can take hold of the underside of your chair if you'd like. So lead with the heart, not the head. Tuck your chin in slightly. Downward facing dog. So for this downward facing dog, you can practice the one we just did with forearms on your lap. Or if you'd like, you could explore reaching your arms up. So hands reach towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Baby cobra, place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Draw your elbows in. Lift your heart, lift up through the crown of your head. Cat and cow, as you're ready, round your back, draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, arch. Shoulders back and down, lift your heart. On exhale, round your back. As you round your back, slide your hands towards your knees. Moving with your breath, come back to a neutral spine. This time we'll come into warrior one on the other side. So you're visualizing tucking your toes under the front of your chair, maybe doing the actual movement. Add the opposite arm if you like. So the arm can reach up to the sky, or if you'd like, you can place your arm in a gold post position, palm face forward. Warrior one. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Come into a forward fold. Scoop up that radiant light from the sun. Hands come together in prayer, and this time visualizing a waterfall. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And take a moment to feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And a little shake out. So I think from here I'd like to come into a few more movements of the spine. So repose, you're making sure you're sitting up nice and tall. So you're comfortable, but still sitting up nice and tall. Feet are placed evenly on the floor, sits bones sharp on the chair. Spine is long, shoulders back and down. And so an invitation to take hold of the underside of your chair. Reach your opposite arm by your side, spiral your palm open. So I'll teach a couple variations in the side bend. So if you have shoulder stuff going on, Might feel good just to take your hand to your shoulder. Alternatively, it might feel okay to reach up and over. So today I'm going to keep my hand on my shoulder. So let's begin again. We'll start together. So spiral your palm open. Take your hand to your place. Come into your side bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck and breathe into your rib cage. So roll your shoulder back. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? And release. And so other side. Take hold of the underside of your chair, release your opposite arm by your side. Spiral your palm open, take your arm to your place. Come into your side bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor, breathe into your rib cage. Keep your sits bones on the chair. And release. Ooh, a little shake out. So I'm thinking, let's practice that one more time. And so, arm by your side, spiral your palm open, take your hand to your place, and just notice if it feels a little different this time. Turning your gaze down towards the floor. And release. So other side. And release. Whew. So feel your work. So in a way, the yoga happens between the poses and the movements. Okay. So I'd like to teach a version of a twist that I haven't for quite some time. And so I'm actually going to place a folded blanket on my lap. If you happen to have a block that you can place on your lap, that might be helpful. And so let's see how this goes. And at the end of the class, we'll have a conversation in a few minutes. And if you could give me some feedback about whether or not you feel this works for you or not, this version of a seated twist. And so I'd like you to take your hands together at the heart center. So press into the palms of your hands, give your wrists a little stretch. And so inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine so we can create space between our vertebrae. And then bring your elbow down to your thigh. Lift your opposite elbow up towards the sky and then turn your gaze up towards the ceiling if that doesn't create tension in your neck. And come out of the pose on this side. So I'll come back center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Lift your opposite elbow up towards the sky. Turn your gaze up if that feels okay for your neck. And come on back, center. And we'll shake out. And so let's come into another version of the seated twist. And so if possible, bring your feet a little wider than outer hip bone distance. Knees are tracking over ankles, toes turned out a little. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen your spine. And then on your exhale, reaching across the opposite knee or thigh, your other hand comes beside you or behind you on the chair. And so you can see that we're already into the twist at this point. So there are some contraindications. If you have osteopenia, osteoarthritis, this is your pose today. You don't want to go any deeper than this. And so honoring where we are today. And so yoga meets us right where we are. So alternatively, if you'd like to explore going a little deeper, you inhale, lengthen your spine. On your exhale, beginning at the base of your spine, moving up one vertebrae at a time. Head turns last. So eyes are closed softly, focused inward, or soften your gaze. And slowly unwind. So come back center, take a moment. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, come into your version of the twist. So soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. And release. So let's rock and roll. We're going to flow in and out of the twist. So reaching up on your inhale, twisting on your exhale. So you move in your own time and rhythm. And then slowly come on back to a neutral spine. Good stuff. So side bends, twists, pretty intense spinal movements. So we need to realign our spine. And we can do that with the seated forward fold. So we're not going to come forward a lot. It's not about seeing how far down we can go. So we're only going to come forward about 20%. And to my knowledge, 20% is safe for most folks. But a reminder that you are the world-class expert on your body. So trusting that you're taking good care. And so yoga has its own unique philosophy. And one of the guiding principles is non-harming. So to ourselves or each other. And so making sure that we're doing what we know is comfortable and feels right for our bodies. And of course, it's not one size fits all. So here we go. Seated forward folds. You take hold of the outside of your chair if that feels okay for you. And then we'll inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinging from the hips. So you come forward a little. And so come forward with a flat back. Let your head hang slightly to release the back of your neck. And then breathe into your lower back. And so, Sally, that looks amazing. How does that feel for you? Good. Okay. So you can imagine that your lungs are in your lower back. So of course we can't physically put our lungs in our lower back, but energy flows where breath goes, where thoughts go. And then it's ready. Pushing down through your inner heels, come out of the pose. So place one hand on each of your thigh. So it might be an energetic pushing down. And come on back to the neutral spine. So yeah, I just noticed it's almost 5:02. The time's gone really quickly. Yeah, and so at this time, I'd like to invite you to come seated back comfortably in preparation for a short guided meditation and your final relaxation. And so you can adjust your light if you like. If it feels good, you put a rolled yoga mat along your spine. Sometimes weights on our thighs can be grounding, calming. So whatever feels most comfortable for you. So we're going to come into a nice guided meditation, and from there transition into our final relaxation. And so today I'd like to share a practice with you called mudras. So mudras are hand gestures that were created to help us focus our mind. And so this mudra is called the mudra of calm abiding. And so rest your hands, palms face down. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. Look down and into your heart, see what you can see. And then breathe into your heart. And so breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know, oops, sorry guys. I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. We'll sit and breathe together for a few moments with a gentle reminder. Breathing. So come into whatever comfortable sitting position you'd like for your final relaxation. And so if you have the ability to recline in your chair, go for it. You might want to remove your glasses. And so close your eyes, softly focused inward, or soften your gaze. Soft palms, soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. Quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Serenity pose. Relax your jaw and clench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows, wide forehead. Silently, if you like, on inhale, say let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. It's challenging to quiet the mind. Placing our hands on our belly, bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. And so without changing anything, bring a gentle awareness back to your breath. Thank your body. Thank your body again. And so our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. Thank you, Donna. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs if you like. And come on up seated comfortably to finish your yoga practice. And so Marnie is saying happy holidays, happy holidays. And so take a moment, notice how you feel before and after the yoga practice. questions or feedback, love to hear from you. I'm going to stick around for a few moments. And so the teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you. So thank you to Kasar, my wonderful tech host, and of course, Connector and the Disability Foundation for providing this opportunity for us to come together. And so I'm just going to move in a little closer so that I can see those of you who are here. Lynette, you were in the so some old friends in the class here. Haven't seen for a while. Hey, Marnie. Michael's having a nice snooze. Hey, Lynette.
Hey, happy holidays. I hear you're having a white Christmas.
Oh, for sure. There's like a foot of snow out there. Where are you?
I'm
Marty
still in
goes-
Merida. I'm in Merida.
Oh, wow. Wow. And so your summer garb.
I know. I have the windows closed so you guys can't hear the traffic, and like the air conditioner's not on. So
Oh my
it was hot yoga practice today.
awesome. So lovely to see you.
Yeah. Well, it feels great to be here. I miss being home, of course, and it's lovely to do a practice with you again.
Thanks, Lynette. Well, you know you're in our hearts. Michael just
Yeah.
woke up there.
Yeah. I'll be back at the end of February to haunt you all.
Look forward to it.
Okay. Love you guys. I'm going to sign off.
Righto.
Ciao.
Hi, Marnie. How are you, love?
Yeah, doing good. Thanks. Yeah, snowed in like everyone else and just enjoying the view.
Yeah.
Are you on next Wednesday, Bobbie?
Not sure actually what date is next Wednesday. If it's in between, probably, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look today. A lot of my have been canceled because of the snow. So, but yeah, the connector might shut down, I suppose, for the holidays for a few days anyway, but not entirely sure.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep an eye on our emails.
Right. Yeah. So Kasar, do you know, or we,
Next week it's not there.
there's nothing next week?
No.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
So happy holidays.
Yeah.
Sally, good to see you. Mercedes.
Happy holidays. I'm in sunny California, Los Angeles.
Still in California?
Yeah, I've been here since November.
Oh my goodness. We have like this much snow.
Well, yeah, I hear everybody was telling me that the snow is, this is the first time I think that the snow has been there for a week.
Yeah.
Snowstorm. A snowstorm.
It seems like every winter now we have one good snowstorm.
I told my neighbor that my hydro bill is more than doubled. And I said, I'm not even staying there. It's empty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We've been burning a lot of firewood.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Last week, my wife got stuck. So instead of 5 o'clock in the evening, she came home next morning, 5 o'clock.
Oh,
12
Really?
hours she was stuck in the traffic.
Was that the first snowstorm?
Yeah.
Blusson?
Yeah.
And it was about, I think, 8 hours on the highway.
12 hours.
I knew because I was supposed to have the Zoom meeting the following day, and they said that they came home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Isn't that something?
Yeah, they closed all the bridges. This time also they closed it, but everybody knew. So this time nobody went out.
This is the first time that it has really happened, right?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I'm
Sally,
glad I'm not there. I'm in sunny Los Angeles.
yeah, it's sunny there.
Yeah. Even at Christmas, it's going to be sunny.
Sure. Yeah.
So thank you, Connecta, and thank you, Bobbie, over the year.
Always lovely to see you.
So we'll see you in January.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, before.
Okay. Thanks
Awesome.
again.
Yeah, Sally, you're doing well, love.
Yeah, there's like tons of snow in North Van, of course.
Oh, I'm sure. You guys get even
Oh. I haven't been out for a few days, a couple of days.
Mhm.
right. Yeah, you're closer to the mountains. Yeah, I'm supposed to go into the city to teach, but the ferries are canceled probably. So
Yeah, well, it's really pretty.
sure.
On the
Yeah.
inside.
I got
Yeah.
lots of trees across the street, so it looks very pretty, but
Yeah,
there's lots.
right.
Teresa, you're on the island, right? Do you guys have lots?
Probably about 18 inches or something.
Oh, wow, even more than us.
File.
Enjoy.
My brother-in-law spent the whole day trying to plow the driveway. We have a shared driveway and it's 1 kilometer long.
Oh,
So it makes it really difficult for people to get in and out.
oh,
So, yeah, somebody got stuck there this morning, couldn't get up, the support worker, but it's okay. My sister took over. So
Well,
oh, geez.
Whereabouts on the island are you?
North Cowichan.
Okay.
Oh,
But it looks gorgeous, like you say, the evergreens are full of snow and I have a view over a valley. So it's beautiful.
yeah.
I can stick my head out the door and breathe that wonderful winter air that has a different quality to it. It's got a really fresh, something about the enzymes in it or ozone in it or something that it's really nice.
Yeah, I think I'll go out and eat some snow.
There you go.
Might even drink it.
Bobbie, does your bunny stuck his feet out in the snow?
Oh, goodness, no. No, he's an indoor guy. Yeah, no.